We're a minute late because that's when popular people show up.
We're a minute late and we're live on YouTube. You know, we should probably lift this up a little bit.
We can probably do that.
It's all good though, man.
Lift.
Mr. Cloud in the house. What's up? What is the Sparks? Like, what's the spark? What's the spark in your life, Ian? What really got you to Zample Box? What was the big spark in your life? The catalyst.
It was twofold. Spark number one, my girlfriend being like, "Yeah, you gotta quit."
Gotta quit that.
That's always how it starts. So there's a family member, a girlfriend, a parent, a grandparent.
That's bad for you. You gotta quit. There's this new thing called vaping.
And then you're like, yeah, whatever. All right, fine, I'll try it. And I tried it, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good.
Nice.
And then Mr. Phil Bissardo, watched his videos, just dove off the deep end, and then it was me and you and Pete, just so many microcoils.
That's right. I know.
1 million microcoils later. Now, apparently, according to Jared, I am a vape god.
Vape girl. Yeah, that was a few years ago when we joined Zample Box. I was also a smoker too, but now look at us, man. Look at us now, Ian.
I know. Genuine wood wall.
Yeah, look at our real genuine wood. That's right. Let's see here. Look at this, man. Utah needs you. Gamer Madness says Utah needs you. No online vape ban. Well, hey, man, we would love to ship there.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as we're able to ship there, like we have the okay go from our peeps, we'll do it.
There's a fun band with some fun YouTube content. If you're bored, look up Okay Go.
Yeah. Okay Go's from Chicago.
Real fun music videos. They like the crazy elaborate music videos.
Yeah.
The one with the treadmills where they're all dancing on the treadmills. That was super cool.
Yeah. I know for sure. Let me take this. It's so hot. I gotta take this off. I'm gonna do the no hat.
There we go. Kenny Boo 234 says, "How do you know when to change a coil?" Well, typically the coil will kind of tell you because it will taste like bumhole.
Yeah, and you don't want to taste bumhole unless that's what you're really into.
Yeah. Otherwise, if you're doing a rebuildable, like you can kind of typically look at it, and if it looks real crusty and nasty and it's tasting gross, then you should replace it. If it's a clear miser coil, rebuildable coils you can push longer because you can change the wick out. You can kind of extend the life by changing the wick and dry burning and cleaning coils. Clear miser sub-tank coils, you can't really dry burn them and do that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
So typically with the clear miser or sub-tank coil, like if it starts tasting off or kind of funky, then it's probably getting pretty close. If you go even a little bit further past that, the cotton will break down and it'll start leaking, and you'll start getting like dry hits, or it'll start leaking. And that's
like way past where you should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it really just depends. And also, like the best thing to do is taste. That's the easiest way to tell, because I mean, you can't visually see it all, and the taste. And it also depends on how much you vape too. You know what I mean? But
Kenny Big Mac 81 says, "What's y'all roles at the company?" I am the general manager of the company. Chris is the PR manager. He's in charge of the relations with the public, otherwise known as y'all.
So that's why I'm just showing my bod off all the time. That's what we do. Okay, hey, I want to tell you guys before we get too far into the Q&A. You guys can ask any question you want, by the way. But before we get too far into it, this video we want to give away 5 ZB Go's. ZB Go is our open pod.
ZB Go kits.
Yeah,
some juice with it too.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
5 full ZB Go sets.
This is the ZB Go. This is an open pod system, and Ian has spent so much of his mind on it and heart on it. So it's a really great device. I love it.
It's currently still in its beta test, but we've got some beta test units.
Let's see here. Cameron Palmer says, Chris is there to keep Ian in line. True dat. Ian is always out of line. He always says offensive things.
There's no such thing as a line.
Oh, God, my hair is just a mess right now. I'm going to put my hat back on.
We've both got the long hairs these days. Starting to get crazy.
It's like Ian and I always talk about how we would probably have mullets if it was the 80s. Pour some sugar on me, Belladonna. She knows what's up.
Ooh.
Okay, Sam Babcock mentions a good question. Will you ever do a show with Ryan Hall? I would love to watch that.
Oh, we've actually been talking about doing precisely that.
Yeah, we've been talking to him. He seems interested in doing a video with us, as we are, of course. He makes some great videos. If you guys haven't seen some really fun YouTube vape content, he does like just great fun videos. This is him in his shop. So, let's see here. What else we got? Best menthol fruit juice, MK Decker. Best part about menthol is if you get a bottle of menthol, you can put it into any juice that you like, any fruit juice you like.
That's true.
I would say Sample Box family members like Alternative.
Alternative's good.
It's like
Real light menthol. Like almost not even menthol.
Yeah.
It's a hint of menthol.
A hint of menthol.
I like menthol that sort of punches you in the back of the throat.
Me too.
If you like that, there was a company we used to work with back in the day called Golden Drops that just
Golden Drops from the Philippines.
is the most pristine and beautiful. They had a specific flavor called So Cool Pomegranate that still to this day, in my opinion, is the best menthol juice I've ever had in my life.
I miss it. They have these cool bottles too, where you like they have these tips where you can like drop them by pushing the tip down. It's cool.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Sparks Vapes. Oi, Chris, you go to vape cons. Ian and I go to vape cons sometimes.
Every now and then, yeah.
Yeah, we love it. We'd love to go to more. Let's see here. What made you do the gross e-liquid challenge? Jared. It was Jared's idea, right?
Johnny Novel says, "Yo, we need a jam sesh, guys. We met in Atlanta."
Oh yeah,
talking about
Johnny
vape cons.
That's awesome. Yeah, we met a lot of other musicians too. Ian and I both play music. In fact, we're working on a super secret project that's not going to be super secret after I talk about it right now. But we're working on redoing, like actually writing the What's in the Box music.
Well, for an episode.
Maybe more.
Yeah, that's true.
It'd be fun to do in different styles, you know. But it'd be good. Are you guys on Facebook, Anne Marie Oliver? Yes, we are. Example Box Facebook page.
Let's see what that emoji is.
Yeah, we got. Do you have to
Goats?
Yeah,
Goats. Both goats.
Do you have to be a Sample Box member to join the lounge?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's right. You guys have a lot of questions. They're just rolling in.
That's great.
Do you know if eBay will do a refill pod? That's a good question. That's a really good question.
Ooh, super top secret. We are currently. I've seen some stuff from eBay that looks like they've got some prototypes that they've been playing around with. So I know that they're playing around with the idea, but I don't know if that's, more than just an idea or when maybe something would come up. But I know that it's something that they've at least thought of, and they've been working on that already.
Got it. I didn't know that. I thought that ZBGO is going to be the open pod system available. Let's see here. So Toad Base, I got to apologize. He says he sent a video on Facebook Messenger, but I haven't checked it out. I will after this. I'm sorry.
Chris doesn't read the messenger.
Oh, man, so much stuff. We always have so much stuff. Let's see here. Christy Vapes just got in. What is the giveaway? The giveaway is we're giving away 5 ZBGO kits with some juice included. 5 of these. So we'll let you know. We're gonna arbitrarily give them out because that's the way it works. You just gotta comment.
You just gotta be here.
You gotta be here and comment. What was your favorite video you made, Mr. Moments? What was your favorite video
we ever made?
You made, yeah.
This is one that is not. It doesn't really apply because I wasn't really a part of it. I was a deleted scene. But my personal favorite video that we've ever made is the old What's in the Box where you were talking to the lamp.
Oh yeah.
That's been my favorite for ages. I love that video.
Yeah, there's a video. If you guys got to find it, it's in there.
It's an old school.
It's an old school video. I have a conversation with a lamp. That one was pretty good. I think
I love that.
My favorite video that we ever did was really fun just because we made a list of American things, but it was a giveaway, actually. It was a small giveaway video. and all we did was list like the most American things we could think of, which was like,
I don't remember that.
oh, it was so good. We had like,
Was
it
I
was
in
like
that?
no, it was just me. But I think you helped me write. Me and Jamie wrote a list, and it was like we're talking about the most American things. It was like lawn chairs, the house next door to the place next door to the White House, karate in the '80s was one. It was just fun. It was fun to like go through the list.
I don't think those are the best videos we've ever done.
No, just the favorite ones.
But I like them,
Yeah, those are
nostalgia.
let's see here. What's we got? I want that ZB Go. Robert Rude says I want that ZB Go. Eddie Floyd says I haven't tried pod systems yet, but I want to try it. Matthew Bloomeris says, will you guys branch out around countries? We actually do ship out internationally.
We do?
And we do ship out to Canada, which we hadn't been able to previously, but we finally got it back. So we do ship out, and we have a lot of really dedicated members in different parts of the world. So
yeah.
Let's see. Choose only one flavor for the rest of your life.
Good Life Vapor Deadly Sin.
Good Life Vapor Deadly Sin.
Easy mode.
Oh, Good Life Vapor.
Yep.
Camino. Probably.
Oh, Camino.
Probably.
Yeah. Good Life Vapor. Deadly Sin's been my all day vape for like 4 years.
Makina Seahawks Goonie says, how come you don't walk around Seatown and catch vapors and quiz them? Award them with an A-Bay or award them with the Z-Bucks. I would love to do that. I feel like me walking around with a bag full of A-Bays and like being this frail frame is probably the most unsafe way to like transport A-Bays.
Yeah, you definitely get beat up a lot.
I would get beat up from getting in people's faces and be like, hey, here's a quiz. I've gone out to Jared and I have gone out and talk to people in the public, and it's always a little bit difficult because some people don't want to talk to you at all. But it's fun. Let's see here.
Reese Monaghan, what hanging out with indoor smokers like?
What hanging out with indoor
can't even describe it.
Yeah, you can't describe it. He loves coffee and he loves a lot of other things.
Yeah,
but he drinks a lot of coffee.
He's an intense dude. He is lit, I believe is the term.
Yeah, he's lit. He's also just like he speaks very loud, and he's a funny guy though. He's a very funny guy.
Yeah, he's 100% just like he is in the videos in real life. He does not turn people. Someone asked him one time, "Turn down for what?" And he responded, "Nothing."
Yeah, exactly. He was like, he just shook his head, nothing. Tattoo's got to go by. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see here. Can charging the mod using a phone adapter cause damage to the battery? Depends on the mod.
Yeah, it's not as much of a concern these days with modern mods. They typically have good USB charging units in them. Still, if you have a multi-battery mod, it's better to have an external dedicated charger.
Exactly.
If you have a single battery mod, using the USB charging is pretty totally safe and fine. And lots of the mods, even nowadays, like are pretty good at charging multi-battery mods through USB. But if you really want to protect your batteries and extend the life of your batteries and make sure that they get charged, equally and efficiently, having an external battery charger is the best way to go.
For sure. Alexis Richards has a good question. Who are your favorite vape people on YouTube?
I've always loved Phil Basardo. He's sort of my vape idol. He single-handedly got me off of cigarettes pretty much and got me into vaping. Outside of Phil, I would say I really like Bogan. He's super fun. I always enjoy his videos. Matt and Vanessa are killer. I love both of them.
They're awesome.
Love them to death. Richard's a super funny dude. Twisted 420,
I would say
Twisted 419.
Yeah, I would say Twisted is probably my favorite just because he's just a really funny guy, and he's like a naturally like charismatic guy, which I think is really fun. Definitely admire that about him too.
Matthew Blumera says, "Do you guys still use mechs? And if you do, why?" I do, but I do it more just kind of for fun. Like I've got a couple mechs on my desk in the office and I use them and I sort of enjoy them. I like kind of like the simple aesthetic. I like the ease of use with them, and I mean, they look cool.
Yeah, they look
there's
cool.
something hands-on. You got to clean the
Get in
pins
there.
and take them apart, and it's kind of like having a motorcycle versus like having a Harley versus having a car. It's not really practical.
Yeah,
it's like you do it just because you like
it's
it.
more nostalgic now for me.
Yeah.
Because when I came to Zample Box, I was only a mech mod user. I was only using mech mods, and as mods have gotten better and regulated mods have gotten a lot more affordable.
Yeah.
I just kind of moved to that world. So let's see here. Anything else? Let's see here. I love you. There's a lot of people saying I love you, by the way, which I want to say back to you guys. I love you too. Let's see here. People are just doing a lot of like flavors. Stranded Island game, RDA, RTA, or tank, Mecha Box mod.
For me, RTA box mod. That's my number one favorite all-time jammy jam is a good dual battery DNA based box mod with basically any one of the K funds.
I'm with it. That's probably the same thing I would do.
Yeah, that's it. That was my favorite from the beginning, and it's, in my opinion, the only thing that's ever gotten better is just the next K fund.
Let's see here. Is it possible to work for Zample Box? Yes. Yes, it is. As long as you tell people around you that Zample Box is the best e-local subscription service in the world, you're working for the team. I mean, you might get a shout out. You might get a shout out from me, or you might not. But no, we're actually always looking for some great people too. So you never know. Hopefully the team keeps going.
Yeah, we're not hiring right now at this very moment, but that's one of those things you can't predict it.
Here's a good one. This one's good. Punk rock pirate Andrew Hosenich says, "What is your favorite beer you've tried?"
Hernish. Andrew Hernish.
What's your favorite beer?
I like Echt Schlenkerle Urbach. It's a German smoky Rauch beer. That is my personal favorite of all time.
I like Frame in Oregon, Hood River.
Brian Fogarty.
They make some good pilsners sometimes too, because they're famous with like the IPAs, because everyone loves IPAs up here.
Yeah,
but their pilsners and the lighter beers are really good.
Yeah, that's kind of the speciality.
What's the one salt beer that I like?
The Goza.
Yeah, Goza. They make a Goza. It's really good too.
Yeah. Brian Fogarty has a question. Typhon. I haven't heard that name in a long time. The Typhon GT3 is better than K-Fun V5? Such a difficult question. They're both so good.
It's hard to say because we are probably K-Fun fanboys. People always ask.
I prefer
swipes and stuff like that too.
I prefer the K-Fun Prime's better than both of them. Is really what that comes down to. But I think the Typhon GT3 probably because it comes stock with the all of the airflow settings, and I like the airflow settings stock out of the GT3 more than the 5. The 5 was weird. You had to get like special airflow adapters. I think that the GT3 was probably out of the box better than the K-Fun 5. But I think that if you got all of the airflow adapters for the K-Fun 5, I like it in that situation more than the GT3.
K-Fun.
They're both so good.
Just take off with the K-Fun.
And Becky Buckwell says, yes, K-Fun life.
We're
going back old school here. I'm using a V1 K-Fun Lite right now.
That's not even the Lite Plus, right?
No, this isn't even the Lite Plus. This is an old, like, 2014 K-Fun Lite with a third-party cap and a little slammy tank.
So good.
A lot of people.
I just figured, I was like, I'm going to go old school, bring it out, and, see how good the old K-Funs were still. And happy to say it's still awesome.
Nice. Hey, I want to give so we're giving away 5 ZB goes. I'm giving away one right now to Kiku Jayud. Kiku Jayad says, "What's your favorite
Jude,
video
maybe?
game of all time?" We love video games.
Oh,
So Kiku wins the first one. Good job on asking that question. Switching
yeah,
it up
and
a
if
little bit.
you hear your name get picked out to win, send an email to winners@zamplebox.com and let them know what you won and the video you watched it in. So say I won a ZBGO kit watching the live feed on
YouTube.
November 6th.
Exactly.
And then-
yeah,
and
whatever
then
day.
they'll know.
Is that a 6th?
So make sure to send
That
that
is the 6th,
email.
wow.
Otherwise, we'll never be able to remember and find out who actually won because there are way too many comments. But anyways, favorite video game of all time. Oh, that's a hard one for me. Historically speaking, the most nostalgic in the video game I probably played the most that I had has like the deepest amount of love in my heart for is probably original Commander Keen.
Nice.
Back in the day, I played so many countless hours of Commander Keen.
I'm all
It was
about
ridiculous.
I'm all about
In modern days, like if I had to think like absolute favorite game that I've played recently that I just dumped huge, like mind-melting amounts of hours into, it's a little bit dated now, but when it first came out, like Skyrim, man, I had Skyrim on PC and I
Skyrim's
just
so good.
modded the shit out of that.
Yeah,
I
it's
played
fun.
hundreds of hours of Skyrim.
So good. I like Chrono Trigger and I like Super Mario
Ooh,
Brothers
Chrono
3.
Trigger's so good.
Those are great games. But for newer games, Super Mario 3 was awesome too because it's just like that is such a classic game. But
any Dragon Age game.
Dragon Age is awesome too. But I'd say for newer games, I would say Witcher 3 is probably. There's no game that like got me as much as Witcher 3.
Yeah,
I was so into that game.
the original KOTOR when that came out blew my mind. I loved that.
Nice.
Mass Effect 2.
Jamie's a big Mass Effect guy too. Jamie's our
Dragon Age
he's our
Inquisition.
marketing guy.
I don't know. Basically anything BioWare does, I love.
Alexis Richards asking, outside of working at Sample Box, what is your fantasy job?
Fantasy job. Oh,
My fantasy job would be playing bass for a band. Or,
my fantasy job would be being David Coverdale.
exactly. Our fantasy would be being the lead singer of Whitesnake.
Yeah.
So that would be our fantasy, a shared fantasy. Just me and Ian both being the lead singer.
Here we go again by ourselves.
Exactly.
Just the two of us on this lonesome road of us.
Oh, Chris, there you go. Sparks Vapes, top 3 funk bands.
Ooh, top
Sparks,
three funk bands.
You got to say James Brown and the Famous Flames, maybe, or any James Brown band. in general.
Anyone with Bootsy Collins
I would
in
say
it?
he's maybe. I would say the Meters, the Funky Meters, is probably second for me, and then third is hard to say. What would third be? Third
For favorite funk band?
Yeah, for a funk band. I think Sharon Jones was that good. I do think that she was that good, but you'd have to probably give it to somebody else, like, Parliament or something like that,
Yeah.
because they made that spacey. They got in.
Parliament took funk and then just
It just took off into a
just
different universe.
rained tabs of acid
Yeah,
on it.
yeah, exactly. So that to me that's probably it. But I will say Wolfpack right now is a great
Wolfpack
band, and I
is
think that they're
a
gonna
super good time.
I think they're gonna go down as like one of the best funk bands. Like there's like Tower Power, and they're gonna be in there
Yeah.
for sure. They're really good.
Ooh, MK Decker says Jedi or Sith.
Sith.
Come on.
I'd probably be Jedi. I'd probably be
Chris
Jedi.
would be Jedi because he just
Because he's just a big baby. Oh my god. What's your favorite shameless plug you've done? Penter Night. Here's the thing, actually. There's a lot of
you
shameless
probably don't
plugs.
even remember them because they just come into being. They bypass the brain. It's just brain stem.
There's a lot of times where we'll watch a video and I just don't remember even saying that. But I will say Jared edits out a lot of the shameless plugs I do because they're not family friendly, or like they're offensive, pretty much.
There is in existence more total hours of shameless plugs that have been cut for being too terrible to post than the entire culmination of shameless plugs that have been posted.
Yeah,
Probably by a magnitude of like 3 or 4.
Maybe.
Totally.
I mean, typically I feel like we do like 5 or 6, and then I choose like the best like 3 is kind of like our jam typically.
When you say best, what you mean is the 3 that are acceptable to post.
Yeah.
Best just means
because
postable.
Yeah. So that's just so you guys know. That's pretty much what they.
Example talk is like.
Becky Buckwild says, release an NC-17 shameless plug blooper reel.
We can't. Yeah, Cameron Pollard saying the same thing. He wants a blooper reel.
Yeah,
I can't. I literally can't.
We like having jobs too much.
Yeah, like if
it's really what
just so you guys know,
down
if we
to.
ever did a blooper reel of like shameless plugs or this day in history or whatever, or even just the channel in general, we would be, me and Ian would be unhireable. Like
for the rest of our lives, we would be scrubbing toilets out in Quantico.
Potentially.
Matthew Blumeris says, yeah, where is Samplebot at? Is he okay?
He's over in the corner. He's been deactivated.
Yeah, he was belligerent. We're fixing up the studio, and he kept saying to us like, this wasn't right, that wasn't right, and he was getting all upset. He was like, he was saying all this stuff like, the table isn't optimized in this space and all this stuff. What does he know?
Sombra, please, I want to know, what is your opinion on vaping without having smoked before? And that's
We've talked about that actually a little bit.
A question, there are a million different specific scenarios, and I'm not one to actually judge anyone's specific life situation. But at the end of the day, my personal opinion on that is that if you aren't a smoker and you haven't smoked, not putting anything into your lungs is probably the safest and healthiest thing to do. But if you are a smoker, vaping is 100% definitely a better option.
Exactly.
If you're not a smoker, you already have beautiful pink lungs. Like, why do anything to them?
Yeah. And that's the other thing too. Like, there are a lot of people who are young who would otherwise get into smoking, but don't. So that can be considered a positive, I guess. All right, we have a couple other. There's a really funny one.
We want Samplebot, free Samplebot.
That's funny. There was a really good one up here. Hold on, it sounds funny. Have you ever Hispanic Vape Review says, have you guys ever sparked a conversation with a cute girl because of vaping? That's your answer. That's your answer. If only.
You could, I think for the two of us, you could redact that and just say, have you ever sparked a conversation with a cute girl? Period. And it'd still be like,
nice try. With locks like this.
We jest.
Let's see here. Do you have a favorite? Oh,
we talk to Jared every day.
Oh, dang.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
There he goes. Thoughts on girls who do pro vape tricks?
Good on you.
And more power to you. Poor Jared. That's funny. Yeah, exactly. Jared's pretty enough. I want to listen to Chris saying the nicest shameless plug he can right now.
All right. ZB go.
Give me the topic outside of ZB.
Here's somebody's.
Give me
toss out topics for Chris to do a shameless.
Do this day in history or something like that. Read just like a little topic.
Yeah, if you guys, whoever gives us a good topic and we use it, that'll be the person who wins the next example. How does ZB go? Give me one.
Boop, 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 boop.
Let's see. Lots of suggestions.
Throw one at me. There's some good ones.
We got Mailman.
Want to do Mailman?
It's up to you, man.
All right, here it is. Mailman. Hunter Quimby. Okay. Hunter Quimby, you want it? I'm going to try to do. Okay. Nicest one with Mailman. Okay. Ian, I don't know if you remember this, but a couple of years ago, well, this is actually before I came here. Before I came to Example Box, before I knew you, this girl broke up with me because she said it was kind of like, I didn't have enough confidence and I was too nice.
I can relate to
I
that.
was just too kind. And the reason why was because she fell in love with a new guy. And you know who it was? The mailman. He had muscles. He wasn't nice. When he dropped off the mail, he was just like, for some reason she loved it. He was just like, here.
Just letters, just
yeah. He just would slap her with it. He would just drop it on the front porch, and like she was just like, you're just too nice, Chris. You don't have that edge. But I wish I could like go back in time now. I wish it was like Back to the Future, because then I could really show her how much of a man I am now. You know how I do that?
Huh?
With the ZB Go. If you guys are at home and you're thinking, man, I'm half a man, just like me, if you're thinking you're just half a man, all you need is a ZB Go. This will increase testosterone levels by at least 213%. It's been proven. And just so you guys know, too, if a woman leaves you because you're not man enough, you're not the only one. And you know what? Come together, come with us, join the Example Box team, get yourself a ZB Go, one of the best open pod systems on the market. And every girl, maybe even the mailman, they'll jump on your train. ZB Go.
there you go. Good job, man.
I did it. Was that okay?
Yeah.
Boom. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see here. Opinion, wait, hold on. IQOS opinion, what do you think about it?
Oh, the IQOS?
I don't know what that is.
That's a new, I think, Philip Morris product. It's a tobacco vaporizer. So they use similar technology, kind of like the dry herb vaporizers. And so they've got like little cigarettes that don't have any filters. It's just like a little piece of paper with tobacco in it, and then a little vaporizer that's got like a little blade. It's a heating element, and then you stick that over the blade, and it warms up, and it warms the tobacco up enough that it like vaporizes the nicotine and stuff out of it, and then you can breathe it. So it's like there's still, I mean, who knows? I haven't read any studies about it. I haven't tried one. I have heard that they're pretty potent. Like they use really strong tobacco for those.
I bet that'd be like, so I've never used it, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be able to.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen any studies on whether you're doing it. I mean, hypothetically, there isn't any combustion happening, so it should have less carcinogens.
But it's still
but
like
there's still, it's still a product that has tar in it. Does it vaporize the tar? Or are you still getting that? I don't know. I mean, I would say probably my gut would tell me it's still not as safe as vaping, but at the same point in time, it's probably not as bad as smoking. Probably kind of middle ground.
Yeah.
They're also very expensive, and IQOS is like $200.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know about that then. So that would be a ding for me right away. I mean, come on. You can get Example Box for so much cheaper. What? Hunter Quimby, you did win a ZB Go. So definitely email us at winners@examplebox.com. We had a couple of people ask, I think Gamer Madness is asking how did Example Box come to be, including somebody else asked how we met too. I think it's Jimmy Aloni. So Example Box was started by a guy named Tony Monderano. He had the idea that he wanted to get awesome e-liquid at affordable prices for folks. And then a couple months after that, he hired Ian, and then a month after that,
it's one of those things where it definitely like just speaks to the situation. I've talked to Tony about this a bunch of times.
Sorry,
but like, he's not a big like vape hobbyist nerd. He's someone who just wanted to vape and didn't want to smoke cigarettes. And when he was going to try to like find some stuff to vape, you go into the brick and mortar store and it's like, fuck, there's like 200 different flavors. I don't know what to try. And so it was just that basic thing. He had like seen Birchbox or something, and he was just like, man, that would be cool. I wish that existed. Oh, wait a second. Let's just do that.
Let's just do that. Yeah.
That's pretty much
and then
how
Ian
it went down.
Yeah, Ian and I met Ian, like he was like a month or so into working here. I want to write this really quick. I want to give this next ZB Go I'm giving away to Andrew Glenn. Andrew Glenn, he's asking, how do I completely stop smoking? Andrew Glenn is down to 3 cigs a day, which is good. Good work on that, but this will definitely help you. Really excited to give you a ZB Go that'll help you on your journey. Andrew Glenn, you did it. Okay.
Nice.
Nice. It's just nice.
Greg Porter, how has your lives changed since all the fame and fortune? Chris, I think it's a good one for you to talk. You're the one with all the fame.
Absolutely nothing has changed. I've gotten a little bit, like, I've actually gotten probably less social after doing this just because it's like we spend so
less
much effort.
social.
Yeah, like I want to spend
yeah.
time with my daughter and just like relax, play video games. Whereas like I used to go out a lot more, I think.
Yeah.
But because we are always doing these videos, which I love doing them. It's like a concentrated stream, a concentrated stream onto the social medias, and so you got to recoup a little bit.
Totally.
But there hasn't been any change with, like, you know, I don't have to like worry about going down to the supermarket or anything like that. Ain't nobody know me. In fact, I don't think anyone's ever been like, "Hey, you were in that video," except for when we went to like a convention,
vape convention. Yeah.
So
I honestly think that Middle Grandma is more famous than we are.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Middle
sure.
Grandma.
For sure.
In one video.
Let's see. What else we got?
Could do. So I've seen a couple people suggest that we do a video with Ryan Hall, which I think is a great idea. What
That's Jared, by the way. He does a lot of the editing. Yeah.
What sort of videos do you think we should do with Ryan Hall?
That's a good question.
Ryan Hall's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Someone says we look like we have rock and hip hop outfits.
You're probably hip hop.
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm rock.
I'm wearing a death metal shirt though.
Mostly like guys who used to get unsober a lot. Probably. So this is what we look like.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not drunk. I'm unsober.
I'm just unsober a lot. Lennox Acoff says, "Can I get a shout out?" What's up, Lennox? Ain't nobody as good as Lennox. Ain't no champ like Lennox.
Make Ryan Hall do shameless plugs for Sample Box. Make him try gross e-liquid.
So you just want us to force him to do a bunch of stuff.
Make Ryan Hall do a shameless plug. I'm sure I could do that.
Yeah, he'd do it.
I'm
I'm sure
he'd
he'd do some gross e-liquids too.
For sure.
Make sure to scream a lot when collabing with Ryan Hall. Says Toad Base.
Just yell.
Scream a lot.
Somebody mentioned, Pedro Diaz mentioned, have you ever heard of ube, purple yummy juice? Yeah, ube is like a taro. And I love it. My grandma, that was her favorite cake flavor, ube. It's like purple.
Ube?
Yeah, it's like taro.
Yeah. Or are we supposed to talk about our favorite cake flavors?
No,
Sorry, I was reading
ube.
comments.
Yeah, keep ube.
Ube is the purple stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Tool or Deftones?
Ooh, Deftones.
I'd say Deftones too.
I mean, yeah.
And that's a hard thing to do because Tool, like, drummers and bassists love Tool for good reason. But I'd probably listen to Deftones more.
Yeah, I really like Inema and Lateralis.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of the Tool albums, I just don't quite do it for me. Deftones, love every single album they've ever released.
Deftones is pretty good, man. Let's see here. Mason R says, "My dad is trying to quit smoking and says he would never vape. How can I convince him to try it?" So that's a really good question. And I think somebody else asked earlier, how do you get someone who doesn't want to quit? I feel like it's such a personal thing that you can't force anybody. Like, if it's their time to try something new, if they're really willing to try something new, that's when they can be successful at vaping or any other path. But only when they have that conviction that they want to do that. You can't really force somebody. You know what I mean? Because it's a habitual thing. So if you're getting someone to vape, you want them to be successful at it. They have to be able to like be committed to doing it regularly until they're weaning off of it, right? Mm-hmm. That's what I would say.
Yeah. Ooh, Descendants or NoFX? It's a hard one. I really like both of them.
No, I don't know.
I really do like NoFX. So they're a
I'll
lot
say
of fun.
NoFX, yeah.
But I do also really like the Descendants. I used to be big into punk rock.
Oh, Becky Buckwell, Talking Heads or Oingo Boingo?
Talking
Heads every
done.
day. Talking Heads is like one of the best pieces.
One of the oldest,
art.
most beautiful theaters in Washington, the Cinerama. Giant, big, curved 60 millimeter screen from probably, I don't know, like the 30s or something like that.
Yeah.
Played Stop Making Sense a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And me and Jared and James, a couple of the other guys here at Sample Box all went and saw Talking Heads Stop Making Sense at the Cinerama.
Yeah, I missed it.
Super good.
I was busy, but
It was brilliant.
ABBA or Nickelback? ABBA every day.
ABBA.
Every day if you like those disco parties, you know. Favorite pastime? I love playing bass guitar.
You can dance. You can sing.
Having the time of your life.
Ooh, see that girl. Watch her turn. She's the dancing queen. There we go.
There you go. Let's see here. Cure or the Smiths? You don't like either.
Rat or Skid Row, baby.
Rat.
Rat.
Well, Skid Row's pretty
Skid
awesome,
Row's
too.
pretty great, but Rat, man.
Yeah.
Rat with two T's.
Rat with two
It's so
Ts.
80s.
Oh, it's so good. Favorite. Okay, this is a good one. Gerson.
Favorite 80s rock band?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is a
great
big one because me and Ian both love 80s rock.
I love it. Judas Priest.
He's been big. Actually, one of the first times I met Ian.
I don't even know if you can like really classify them as an 80s because they started in the 70s.
Well,
they
my
really
band started in the
exploded.
70s, but
They really
exploded in the
exploded.
80s.
Yeah,
It's the same
totally.
thing.
But yeah, no, we'll call it because they really
Yeah,
like
'cause-
they got to their peak of their power in the 80s.
That's right. First time I met Ian, I asked him what his favorite band was. Without hesitation, he said Judas Priest, which I love. I love when people are just like, "This is a band that I love," not like, "Well, it's not the best" or whatever. It's just,
No,
what do you
well,
love? What do you love?
Yeah.
And I love the Scorpions. I think the Scorpions are amazing. So, and I got to see them before. And they're freaking sweet. Let's see here. What else we got? Cod tongues or moose sausage? That's funny. Who's more heavy, Metallica or Judas Priest? Judas Priest wins, man.
Oh, easy. Just put on Painkiller.
Every
Painkiller melts any Metallica album.
Yeah. Poison or Motley Crue? Oh,
What's up, Michelle?
yeah, Michelle knows.
Yeah,
That question's
Immortal or
just
Ex
mean.
Japan?
Michelle, what's going on? I haven't seen you in so long.
That's a hard one. They're so different. Immortal or Ex? I can't. I'm not even gonna answer that. That's a mean question.
Tony Hawk.
It depends on the day.
I love that. Matthew Blumeris, Tony Hawk Underground, every day. Let's see here. This is great. We could talk about music all the time. By the way, how heavy of music do you listen to? I'd say Ian listens to metal. Like he can get down on some like intense metal, and I'm more.
I listen to all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, but like we're heavy music.
Oh, we're specifically
But that's
talking
like,
the
like
heavy
how
music.
heavy do you go? Yeah.
I go as heavy as it goes.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm more like I'll go into the more like drone or like noise heavy kind of thing, which isn't really heavy. It's just loud, you know.
I literally was listening to a Whitechapel song earlier today in the car on the way to work. So, yep, Whitechapel. I mean, yeah, music's specifically heavy musics. Like Cannibal Corpse metal or Metallica, I am definitely more Cannibal Corpse. I own every single album Cannibal Corpse has ever released. Big Cannibal Corpse fan.
This is great. Yeah, we can do it all day. Avenged Sevenfold or System of a Down. I don't listen to either, but I'd say System of a Down because they're Armenian, powerful Armenian men.
Monomarth or Death Heaven.
We love music, by the way.
I'd probably have to pick a Monomarth just because of the ballsy Vikingness of it all.
Yeah.
Death Heaven has really good albums, though. I would say Death Heaven are probably better musicians, but Monomarth is more fun.
OTEP in this moment, I'd say OTEP.
Yeah, probably.
Primus sucks. Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, Primus sucks. I've
got a lot of respect for the musicians in Primus, but I just cannot
that's like the thing that
get into the music.
That's the thing that the like Primus fans say.
Yeah.
I think Primus sucks. But I'm not. My old drummer was really into Primus. I'm just like I love bass guitar too, but Les Claypool. It's just like that style for me. Like
Primus, maybe along with Frank Zappa, is like the most divisive band of all time. Like the most polarizing. Like people love them; they're their absolute favorite on earth.
Yeah, or
people just straight up hate them.
For sure.
I don't think I've ever met like a casual Primus fan.
Exactly.
Like, oh, yeah, I like little Primus.
Because for me, it's the same thing. Like I've listened to who did you just say? Zappa. I used to listen to Zappa because Zappa has some like certain sections that are just amazing.
Yeah,
but to make it to that like 18th minute is like hard. You know?
Yeah, totally.
It's tough. And I love listening to jazz music. Matthew Volmeris, Rage Against the Machine.
Doughy.
I love Rage Against the Machine. B-Cop, Nike or Adidas. 3 Stripe Live.
Yeah, I'd go with Adidas too.
3 Stripe Live. Ghost is this weekend. Becky Buckwell says Ghost is this weekend.
What? I've seen Ghost twice. Live twice.
Mason R, A-Bay or ZB Go?
What was the question? A-Bay or ZB Go? I like ZB Go, but I'm biased. It's my baby.
So do I, and I think Mason R will like it too. You have just won ZB Go, Mason R, for bringing it back to the products. Good job, Mason R. Email us at winners@zamplebox.com. You just want a ZB Go kit with some juice. 80s movie. Favorite 80s movie. Ooh, hard to say.
Aliens.
The first Ghostbusters is 80s, right?
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
That's
so hard.
And
yeah, it's almost an unfair question.
But the reason why I'm saying yes
Willow
right now, Willow's intense too. I would say ZB. I mean, I would say Ghostbusters because my daughter loves Ghostbusters, like the old ones.
Oh yeah,
and it's the coolest.
So good.
It's like so fun to watch that with her.
Willow, you idiot.
Let's see here. Least scary horror film you've seen? That's a good question.
Least scary?
It's a good question.
For me, probably The Witch, just because I was so stoked up the entire time. I was just like, ah!
I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I'm not as like into it as much. Rambo versus Terminator.
Terminator.
Yeah, I'd probably say Terminator. Rambo's pretty fun though.
Rambo is pretty awesome.
Die Hard, at least weapon. Die Hard every time.
Yeah.
Boom. Die Hard every time.
The first 2 Lethal Weapons are very good though. Also,
they are very good. But come on, Die
Hard. Yeah.
Come on, Die Hard. So good. Pick a mythical beast, and it would be your companion for life. That's a good
question. I'm gonna go with. Oh, I don't know. There's so many mythical beasts. We're such fucking nerds. Because someone pick a mythical beast, and we're like, oh, I have to think. This is a serious question.
Important.
I can't take this back.
And
I need to answer this seriously.
The thing that sucked too in my head.
I'm gonna say
like
Chimera.
Nice choice.
Because
in my head, I got too like.
It's like having 3 for 1. 3 for 1 deal.
In my head, it's just like you go for the strong. Like I just go for the Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Because then, like, if anything goes wrong, the Phoenix can.
Yeah, but you can't chill with it because it's fire.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying.
It'll burn your house down.
That's what I'm saying. Either like the one that it's not like companion though, I guess, right? You want companion?
What about? I mean, just a dragon. It's like a massive.
Yeah,
like
I would go with the
medieval...
dragon.
Griffin would be pretty legit. You can fly around, ride it.
Well, I would say a dragon. Like if I could ride a dragon.
Or a Pegasus. Pegasus would be cool.
You're talking like Daenerys Stormborn.
Stormborn. Chimera. Let's see here. Favorite Sith Lord.
Daenerys Stormborn.
Just me with,
right,
Sean like blonde.
Sean Duckett, says favorite Sith Lord.
Favorite Sith Lord. I mean, there's only one. It's my buddy Palps. Good old Palpatine. Yeah, Darth Sidious. Come on, he's the best, man.
Yeah, that's true.
He's what got me through school. Every time I was doing math, I just hear good. And I'm like, yeah, thanks.
Thanks for the encouragement.
Thanks, Palps.
Let's see here.
Anthony Anderson, have you rode the Ferris wheel in Seattle? I never have.
No, I've never. That's
Yeah.
one of those.
You always
like,
hear that for people who
ultra touristy things, like where you go to the area and then you ask locals, and it's a Ferris wheel.
It's pretty new, right?
I've been on a Ferris wheel.
Yeah. It's like 8 years old, something like that, probably. It's like it's been there for a few years.
I've been up the Space Needle like twice in my life.
I've never been.
And I went up there when I was a little kid. My parents took me on it, and then I think I went on it with some of my Japanese friends who were visiting from out of town. Like I took them there because they were tourists.
I mean, I would ride it.
I would too, yeah, but I just have never done it.
I guess you're taking Q&A serious. It's just
this is cool. This is cool. I'm down to answer. Okay, here. Well, that's a divisive one. Senga says Chris or Ian or Chris. Neither.
Yeah.
Neither. Bro. Time rode the Ferris wheel. Guardian of the Galaxy or Civil War.
I like both of them. They're both fun. That's a hard one for me. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know, actually. That's hard, too, because they're very similar.
Thor Ragnarok.
I'd just say they're very similar to me. Fender or Gibson? This is a question, actually.
Gibson.
He's a Gibson guy, but I play bass, so I'm a Fender guy.
Yeah, Gibson's not really known so much for basses.
They do make
some Thunderbird.
Thunderbird and the Ripper and the Grabber. Those are sick basses, too. But I like P basses. Let's see here. Underworld or Blade? Got to go with Blade.
Blade.
Reptiles or birds? I do have a thing for roosters. I like roosters, which I still have to finish this tattoo. So
you've got a snake too.
Holy shit! They're fighting each other, literally. On my arm, my body. I gotta go. I gotta go with the
Death Star. Cloud City or Death Star?
Death Star.
I mean, I'd rather live in Cloud City, but the Death Star is cooler
for sure. We had the favorite video game. We already did the favorite video game already. Sorry. This is great. This is
a lot of good questions.
Goku or Spider-Man or Superman? I'd say Goku.
Yeah, Goku.
We should ask them a question.
Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
Oh,
I spent more time playing Mortal Kombat, but Street Fighter is pretty sweet.
Yeah, when I was younger, Street Fighter probably, but I've definitely put in way more hours in Mortal Kombat.
See, that's the thing. If you think about it, like, what did you play more?
Yeah. I love there was someone up there that commented something like "gross" by just the title "gross," ew, or something. Vape guns. That's awesome. How you know someone doesn't actually watch the channel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's
That's so funny.
Ian and Chris, Cloud Comp. Actually,
we're the least vape god people on earth, and that is why this is called Vape Gods.
Yeah, it is sort of nuts actually with the amount of videos that we've done. We haven't had you guys do like a cloud competition. Like we've never. We're
not really cloud shit. We're more.
Yeah, we're not cloud dudes.
Yeah, I
mean, we could do it, but it would both just like look at these guys suck at this.
This might be polarizing. iPhone or Samsung? Ian and I both use iPhones. Although I did use. Jared over here is an Android guy. I did used to use Android only, but because I have a MacBook, it's a lot easier.
Yep.
Bloodborne or Dark Souls?
Dark Souls. Bloodborne looks better though.
Yeah, but I say Dark Souls too. Let's see here.
B Cop says, "Is your pod system you're talking about any good?" What do you think, Chris?
It's great.
Done.
Boom. ZB Go. It's amazing, man.
Should we do another shameless plug?
Well, I don't know. They didn't ask for one. Hoverboard.
Oh, another little thing to think about. What month is it, Chris?
It's November.
What happens in November?
Thanksgiving. What's right after that? Black Friday.
Not gonna say, but I know the guys in the marketing team have been working very diligently to make sure that we've got some sweet deals.
Yeah.
So keep your eyes peeled and posted for that.
That's right. Black Friday, we're gonna have a big, huge sale on ZBGo and also on eBay. We're really excited about it.
And so also on, I think, a lot of liquid and stuff in the wholesale store.
And my advice to you guys too, and I'm probably going to take advantage of it too, but if for the holidays you want to gift a vape to somebody, it's a good time to get an eBay or a ZBGo, so you'll have that ready for them.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So let's see here.
Should we get people to toss out another shameless plug topic?
Yeah, let's do it. Hit us with a good shameless plug topic, and we'll get.
Got to know what am I plugging? Anything Example Box related?
Anything. We're just winging it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, what do we got for
Viagra, Chris?
Viagra?
Bossy? Glad you like your
Peener.
$11
Look at this. Viagra.
Peener.
Testosterone. Peener. You guys are crazy, man.
It's like they watched the channel or something.
Exactly. Oh, that's 1955. USSR performs nuclear test.
Yeah.
Give me one. I'm down for whatever.
Let's see.
Hemorrhoids.
Large peener. You guys are killing me, man.
You want to do male
Just-
baldness?
Just male baldness.
Yeah, Craig Porter says male baldness.
Okay.
All right, Craig Porter.
Recently, it's come to my attention, Chris, that male baldness is a thing, and we're kind of getting up there, man.
I know, man. I've noticed like a lot of hair falling out in the shower. And yeah, I think to myself, hey man, it's okay. Like the biggest concern is just warmth, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not going to change. It's not like if I lose my hair, I'm all of a sudden not going to be, attractive to women, because it's exactly the same.
Oh yeah.
Hair or no hair, when I look at a woman, she turns around or she does. When I talk to a woman, she doesn't say anything back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, male baldness, whatevs. I'm the same kind of dude, no matter what. Just like you guys at home, even if you're a woman, you're just the same kind of dude too, and maybe one day when you're old, you might have baldness. It might not be male baldness, but it might be baldness. And that's okay, man. Aging is okay. Letting time pass is okay. Only because of Example Box. Example Box is the thing that carries you through life. As your parts start to fail on you, as when you have to attach a tube to your wee-wee and use the bathroom, it doesn't matter. Age happens, but satisfaction is key. Satisfaction is the line that'll keep you going through your life as your hair falls out and your limbs stop working. Example Box is the best e-liquid subscription service in the world. Okay? We can give the best e-liquid. Even if your head falls off and your neck is a stub and bald, you'll still be happy. Example Box, promising happiness to headless people since 4 years ago when we started. That's pretty good.
Yeah. There we go.
Trent Barry says you guys should make a shirt that says shameless plug. Would you guys buy a shirt that says shameless plug?
Dude,
on it?
Someone mentioned it'd be really fun.
It should
to have
be like an
shameless plug.
electrical cord, like flipping someone off or something like that. It should be
That
like
would be
a
cool.
Shameless plug.
That'd be cool. Also, there is that'd be really cool. Somebody said getting the shameless plug music as a ringtone
Oh yeah,
would be fun.
Oh, that would be good.
That'd be pretty fun.
We could upload that for people to use as a ringtone, couldn't we?
yeah, totally.
All right, Jared's going to get on that.
We can do that.
Massive memory or perfect
Posterior.
sorry, posterior. I'd say the latter.
No, that's when you choked up. You couldn't even say it. It got you so excited.
Give me that perfect posterior.
Just
You seen indoors lately? I have not seen indoors lately. It's been a minute, man.
yeah, he's too busy out there just chug-a-lugging down that coffee.
B
We
cup,
got-
condom or no condom? I have a child.
Yeah, I guess that answers that.
Somebody was talking about dinner lady. Sour Bunny is talking about dinner lady.
I like Dinner Lady.
I think we're trying to get dinner lady in the box right now. Actually,
Yeah,
Yes,
if
I
you
think
guys
I'm
are
trying
really
to-
interested in dinner lady, I do like their e-liquid. It's really good. They have a rice pudding flavor. It's really
Yeah, that one's really
Yeah.
good too.
good. If you guys like that, definitely message them. Let them know that you want them to be a part of the Example Box team. We'd love it.
yeah.
Bum, bum, bum. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see here. What do you guys? We got this morning.
Lord Aussie says, so Ian, I notice you using a pod a lot more. So do you prefer the pod or the mod?
Good question.
You got both in front of you right now.
So I have been using this a lot more lately in a lot of our videos because it's a beta and we're still working on testing and refining and, you know, making sure everything's squared away and it's really good. So I've been using this a lot because it's my job.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do really like it.
You do.
I do, at the end of the day, prefer this. But at the same point in time, this is the most convenient for use all the time. Like if I'm going to be, you know, going to a concert or something and I want to, like, you know, pop outside super quick and just, you know, getting the extra, like the 50 milligram Nick salts, kind of just if you're trying to have a one hitter quitter that you can kind of take and then go back into the show, or, you know, like if you're doing something like that, or you want to have something you can just kind of like stick in the shirt pocket and just have something discreet and small, you know. These are big and heavy, and you got to carry a bottle of juice with you and whatnot, where you don't really need to do that with these. So these do have specific uses where they are better than these, but I still like my mods at the end of the day. If I could only have one, I'd have one of these. But
yeah, for sure. That's what
the beauty of life is I can have as many as I want.
Yeah, you can have both.
I can have as many as the dollars in my pocket allow.
Yeah. Makina Seahawks Goonies' favorite type of shoes. Your daily driver shoe. 3-stripe life, bro.
That's right. You're all about them Adidas.
These are great shoes. I love them.
I like boat shoes and loafers. The little
and Jared always wears combat boots that were given to you by Grandpa.
Uncle.
He always wears these combat boots. Yeah, that's the shit. See?
Combat boots.
Look at that. And but it's cool because they like bend here, so it's like you can really run in those.
Yeah, I've been wearing those things for like a decade now, I think.
I'm not going to lift my leg up.
That's fine.
That's a lot of.
Lewis Elbow says, Chris and Ian, what did each of you have for your very, very first vape? Mine was an simple EVOD starter kit with some 24 milligram juicy in it.
Technically, my first vape ever was Safe Sig.
Yeah, that's actually true. My very, very first vape ever was some little cig-like thing I got at a mall kiosk in like 2000.
Yeah, and at
probably
that time,
like 2010, 11, or maybe even like 2000, like real early on. And it was a piece of crap, didn't work. I tried it for like a week. My girlfriend at the time was trying to get me to smoke, and she got me one of those, and it was Garbo, so I threw it away and I just kept smoking. And then I smoked for like 4 more years before vaping progressed enough that it actually worked.
I remember for me, I was doing Safe Sig and I was playing Skyrim at that time. So I was just like going through so many of those little things.
Little cartridges.
Yeah, I was going crazy.
Ready? I don't know if you want to give away anything else. Or we've given away 5 CD Ghosts.
Yeah.
We've given 5 away already?
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
There we go. We did it. Well, hey, guys, it's been an hour. I think, unless you guys have more questions to throw at us in the end. Favorite cereal as a kid, I like O's. OH''S. Those are really good. Let's see here. That's it. That's pretty much it. Trent Berry, how long are you going to grow your hair? Probably, I don't know.
Until I cut it?
Yeah, not really thinking about it too much. I used to have long hair mostly. What are your ethnicities? Ian is Scottish.
Scottish and German.
Scottish
mostly,
and German. I'm Filipino and Chinese. That's pretty much it. I think that's it. Did you use? Okay, that's a good question. Last one, serious question. Cloud King Cody, did you either of you struggle with addiction other than nicotine? Hard to say. I definitely got. It was that much of a struggle. I didn't go to a facility, but I had to move to a different place to like get myself out.
Yeah.
That's the truth, and that's okay. I'm not.
I drank a lot, and had fun when I was younger, but never to the point where I had to significantly change my life to recover.
Exactly. That's it. We appreciate
guys.
you guys. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you guys. That's good. Woo! Yeah, thanks, dudes.
All right,
Dudes and
guys.
dudettes.
Hats off to you.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Thanks for doing this. You
Yeah.
guys are the bomb. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And you know, do it up. We're gonna be having a video on Friday. It's gonna be what episode? Example Talk episode 69.
No, we just did. Oh, yeah, we
where is
recorded
it?
that one. I think it's 69 that's coming
Mhm.
out.
Yeah,
that's right.
Episode 60.
69.
That's right.
So yeah, we
Yeah.
really appreciate you guys.
Holy shit, Ian has hair.
Yeah, he does. He does.
That's
And
right.
a lot of it.
He
Too
does.
much of it.
Yeah, it's been longer than that too.
Yeah, somebody left a comment on one of the videos that was like, "What is under Ian's hat?" People have been speculating that.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. For all the good things to come.
Oh,
like a
title.
They're just like,
And so many views we got.
Yes. 666. My feet out of the breeze.
18 new subscribers. That's pretty good. Got a little bump there.
Oh, Bumpy.
just a little spoon bump.
Mhm.